Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Alice Abrams, as you heard, from SAP Ariba, and I'll be speaking on the Western Cape Supply Database. I'm hoping that everybody here is familiar with the Western Cape Supply Database. If not, I'm here to just inform you. Okay, dokes. So the Western Cape Supply Database, and I want to start off with, this is my agenda points. So it's just a few points, and then I'm going to leave the floor open for questions once I'm done, if you don't mind. Okay. So the Western Cape Supply Database is owned by the Western Cape Provincial Government. Ariba has been appointed to manage and populate this database on behalf of the provincial government. We've been managing this database since the year 2003, initially required by National Treasury and now completely used by the Western Cape Provincial Government. Okay, the Western Cape Supply Database is put in place to make sure that the Western Cape Government do business with legit companies to start with, and also new businesses. So I believe that this today is speaking to new businesses, SMMEs. So this is your platform to shine. And if you are not registered on the Western Cape Supply Database, I strongly suggest you do so at your earliest convenience, because the Western Cape Provincial Government only do business with individuals and companies that is registered on their database. Okay. This also grants you the opportunity to respond to the RFQs, requests for quotations, or events, tenders as you know them, below 500,000 is advertised via our system, the IPS system, and only suppliers who's registered on the Western Cape Supply Database will receive these free opportunities. I did say free, yes. Okay, so it's free opportunities for you to tender, but with the expense of you registering on the database. The database registration is obviously free of charge, another free word, so we do give things for free. I had someone saying the other day, nothing is for free anymore, okay? They are right, because we are being paid by the Western Cape Provincial Government. Okay, but it's free to you. It's opportunity for you to receive these opportunities, and it's linked to your core businesses, and you will be receiving these on a daily basis and get the opportunity to obviously respond to these RFQs. Okay, so Ariba's role is mainly to populate and to maintain the Western Cape Supply Database, and we have a support structure in place, which include obviously our telephonic assistance. I did not bring any contact details with me today, because this is just basically an information session, but if you like that information, I can give that off the top of my head. We also provide electronic notifications as part of our maintenance service that we provide. So once registered on the database, there's certain documents that obviously need to be maintained, and that we do annually. And we also assist suppliers through a training session twice weekly at our offices at the in Century City, that we do on a Wednesday and a Friday. And we train you on how to respond to these RFQs once you're registered on the Western Cape Supply Database. Okay, so what is required? A lot of your time, firstly, initially, to complete this registration. It's a registration form that consists of about 13 pages. So it's a manual registration, unfortunately. And there's certain documents that must support this completed registration form. Amongst others is your tax clearance certificate, your company registration documents, better known as a CK document, your BE compliance, whether it's a BE certificate or your EME affidavit, QSA affidavit, whatever document you obtain to prove your BE status. And then we also require things like your ID and proof of banking, but we will assist you. Once you reach out to us to do this registration, we will provide a checklist for you to to basically tell you what is required. Okay, so once all documents is received by us in certain formats, that's why you need our assistants to tell you what is required and in what format that should be. Once that document is received, it takes us a minimum of 5 working days to get your company active on the Western Cape Supplier Database. After that, you will start receiving your RFQs, and you are then happy to conduct business with the Western Cape Provincial Government. Okay. Okay, dokes. So why the Western Cape Supplier Database? And you're obviously wondering, it's the Western Cape Supplier Database, it's the CSD, the Centralized Supplier Database, and then there's the Ariba. There's so many registrations. So here's the advantages of registering on the Western Cape Supplier Database. Firstly, it enables our client, the Western Cape Government, to conduct business with you. Okay, so it's one point. So gone are those days where for every department you had to submit a whole stack of documents. Now there's this one shared database where the provincial departments basically can log in and have a view of those documents. Previous years, for those who's been in business for a while, you were required to, each time you submit a tender, submit these documents. Now it's a once-off registration as long as you maintain your profile. Okay, you are ready to do business with the Western Cape Provincial Government. It's also an opportunity to receive these opportunities. Like I said, all tenders up to the value of 500,000, you will start receiving via your email inbox on a daily basis as the buyer puts out these inquiries, and that's for free. And that includes your RFIs and RFQs. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, once you're registered on the database, you can freely come to our offices for training, and we will gladly train you on how to respond to an RFQ and an RFI and what it means and how the whole process works. Okay, it's also exposure to new businesses and business opportunities. So if you in business, you don't know where to start with the Western Cape Supplier Database, and from there, we will train you how to start quoting to the Western Cape Government. Okay, so from our side, I was lying, I did put the number in. I remember this last minute. So we've got an inbound call center, and it's the telephone number that you see is charged at normal telecom rates. So you can give us a call if you want a registration, if you want to do your registration on the Western Cape Supplier Database, or if you're registered already and you simply just want to maintain your profile, you can phone that same number. So we can look into your profile and see how we can assist. We also have a walk-in center, and that's also in Century City, number 4 Waterford Place. That's next to the Vodacom building. So if you rather want someone to sit down and assist you with this database registration, you're most welcome to pop in. We don't work on appointments. You can just pop by at any time from Monday to Friday before 5 o'clock, and we will assist you in registering your company on the Western Cape Supplier Database. Lastly, we've got a team of people that manages all your documents. So as you send your documents to us, we have a group of people that go through their documents, check if all is in order, if it's in the right formats and so forth. And once identified to be completed, we will process it. And obviously, we will keep in touch with you in terms of how far in the process your registration is. Okay, and then once registered, like I said, you are welcome to join us for training. IPS training. IPS stands for Integrated Procurement Solutions. That is the new system used by the Western Cape Government for tenders up to the value of 500,000. Thank you so much. Any questions? I'm sure there's a lot of questions. Oh, look at all the hands.